Hey, it's Mike over at fishyourassoff.com, and today what we're talking about is basically catching snook when you can't find live bait. So finding an artificial lure that's going to work well and use it the same way you would use live bait when you're fishing for snook. People ask me these questions. You know, I'm a kayak fishing guide here out of Port St. Lucie. So, you know, when you have someone out there, you have a client out in the boat, and you really want to have live bait, and sometimes Mother Nature just does not cooperate with you. What do? Well, what I'm going to talk to you today about is using Terrorize. Now, there's lots of different lures. Terrorize, I mean, DOA doesn't sponsor me or anything. It's just a good one that I use. And I'm going to show you the technique I use when I can't find the right finger mullet. You know, that 6 to 8 inch perfect finger mullet that you're looking for when you're trying to catch snook. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and show you today. All right, Port St. Lucie kayak fishing. We're trolling DOA lures. All right. So the ones I like are the big one Terrorize. And I'll show you what a box of them looks like. I get them in these boxes like this. They got all of the eyelid, you know, all of your weights in your eyes and everything in all different colors. A dark one, a light one, a chartreuse, another light one, and then this one with the red flecks in it. You know, those are all the colors you need. You really don't need any more than those. Those are probably the most popular ones, at least around here anyways. This is about 45 bucks, and it comes with the little tackle box things. So the way I set it up is I'll have one of those tied on with a popping cork. And I also make a leader that's the size of the fish. So, you know, if you got these 36, 40-inch snook piled up somewhere, and that's what you want to catch, that's actually how long I would have the leader going to, you know, from the cork to where the Terrorize is hanging. And here's my setup over here. I don't know if you can see it, but so here's one of the Terrorize. For whatever reason, chartreuse works pretty well around here. And yeah, I'm in Port St. Lucie, you know, basically Stewart, Port St. Lucie, Jensen Beach, Fort Pierce, Vero Beach, if you're in any of those areas. I think it's because we have so much bioluminescence in our water around here is why these chartreuse ones work so well. But they work really well. And, you know, so I have the leader maybe 40 inches away, and then I have my popping cork right there. And all I'm going to do, you know, I'm going for snook here, so where is snook going to be at? Well, snook loves seawalls. So one of the best things you could do to catch snook is pitch a live mullet up against a seawall. Well, the whole idea of this is we don't have live mullets, so we're going to have to use something else. So I will pitch this setup up to the wall and not even reel it. Just let the current pull it past that seawall. You'll be amazed how many snook you'll catch doing that. You pitch it up there, you don't get hit, pitch it again, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times, go to a different seawall. But that's what you're going to use this technique for. Another great place is creek mouths. You know, just pitch it up by the mangroves and let the current bring it. So you're really slow trolling this if you're actually going to troll it. Say there's not a lot of current or whatever. I'm talking moving this bait 2-3 miles an hour. A very, very slow presentation. So the creek mouths, you know, obviously there's all the predators are going to be there. Any channels, you know, any drop-offs, anything. You know, the snook are going to be facing the current. So obviously you got to, you know, come, you know, with the current. So they're going to see your bait. And there's always snook at inlets. So it's just one of those techniques. You know, people ask me these different techniques, you know, when I'm doing a charter or something like that. You know, it's like, well, what happens when there's no live bait? What happens when you can't find it? And this is a really great way to do it. You know, like I said, you know, DOA doesn't sponsor me or anything. It's just a really good bait. And they're right here in Stewart. You want to add to that, you know, make it even smell. Procure mullet scent is another great thing to add to it. So then they see it and they smell it too. And they feel it because your rattle corks and all that stuff. So there's a lot of different ways to catch these fish, even if you don't have what you consider the right bait, you know, a nice live bait that you can pitch to these snook. But I think that's it for today. You can find more of this information right on our website It's www.fishyourassoff.com. There's a how-to section, there's a where-to section, a what-to section, videos, photos, basically anything you want to know about fishing in Florida. You know, that's the whole idea. It's simple tips to help fishermen catch more fish. But I think that's it for today. So until next time, we'll see you then. All right. Bye-bye.